Good Tuesday morning, South Florida. Morning sealed meteorologist Julie Durda. We are under a wind advisory until tomorrow morning around 1 a.m. and it may even be extended as we are expecting those winds to gust well into the 40s. The coastal areas of Broward and Miami-Dade highlighted under this wind advisory. Accompanied with those winds are those speedy showers rolling on shore this morning. It's all thanks to the added moisture associated with what is now Tropical Storm Rafael. Florida advisory has winds of 60 miles per hour. It's moving northwest at 13 miles per hour. We do have a tropical storm warning in effect for Jamaica, a hurricane warning in effect for the Cayman Islands, western Cuba, and most importantly, we are under a tropical storm watch for the middle, lower Keys, and the dry Tortugas. The closest proximity of dealing with those tropical storm force wind gusts will be right around Wednesday night into Thursday as the system moves into the Gulf of Mexico. So a tropical storm watch is in effect for you in the Keys as we are expecting a storm surge of 1 to 2 feet. The rain bands of the system could bring us about 1 to 2 inches of rain, Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Keys. As for temperatures, it's more humid this morning. You can tell the change in the atmosphere as our winds are still moving and gusting in the 20s and 30s this morning. There's a lot more low-level moisture in place, proven by the dew points and proven by the rainfall we're seeing. So it will be downright windy today with those scattered storms around. Those rain bands start to move in for your Wednesday, so we'll call it a wetter and windy afternoon for your Wednesday forecast. But for your election day, we are noticing at least you'll see breaks in between the storms with those windy conditions. Highs will be in the lower 80s. I hope you have a wonderful day, South Florida.
Good morning, South Florida. It is Tuesday, November 5th. It's Election Day. I'm Eric Yutzi.
And I'm Alex Finney. Thank you so much for being here today. Of course, a very important day. We're going to get to all of your big stories in just a moment. But first, we're going to start you off with your weather. Here's Weather Authority meteorologist Julie Durda.
Hi, Alex. Eric, South Florida. We are tracking what is Tropical Storm Rafael spinning in the Caribbean. Winds of 60 miles per hour is moving to the northwest at 13 miles per hour. The system is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane as it moves northwest, especially making its way just off the coast of Cuba and interacting with the high terrain of the western half of Cuba. So we'll be watching that because as it does move away from Cuba, it is going to get very close to the dry Tortugas. And you can see we do have a tropical storm watch in effect for the middle, lower Keys, and the dry Tortugas. Our friends in Cuba are under a hurricane watch as we are expecting the system, a hurricane warning rather, as we're expecting the system to strengthen to winds of 90 miles per hour by Wednesday and going into Thursday. So as for our forecast here at home, the reason we are expecting to see tropical storm force wind gust for the middle and the lower Keys, as well as the dry Tortugas, is because my wind radii shows how far out from the center these tropical storm force winds extend. And you can see very close by Wednesday and into Thursday morning by the dry Tortugas in Key West. So as we look to the forecast, we are noticing Broward and Miami-Dade. We will deal with the outer bands of the system, but the winds will not be as strong. So for Wednesday's forecast for the Keys, really going to see our forecast deteriorate. Winds will gust in the 40s and 50s. Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Keys, we're all anticipating a good amount of moisture as these rain bands do roll in. We already saw a few of these storms this morning. Anywhere between 2 to 3 inches of rain expected for the middle and the lower Keys, 1 to 2 inches for Broward and Miami-Dade. Getting to your Election Day forecast right now, temperatures are in the upper 70s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West, winds gusting already in the 20s and 30s. The coastal areas of Broward and Miami-Dade under a wind advisory as winds could gust in the 40s today. Accompanied with those winds will be some heavy rain from time to time. So for your Election Day forecast, spotty storms will be expected as we're already seeing some of those storms roll into Broward County. Highs will be in the lower 80s as we see these winds rolling in. They're keeping these storms moving very fast, finally drying out over parts of Broward County by the coast and in towards portions of Plantation, still holding on to a storm. Sunny Isles, winds gusting in the 30s right now. I'll have a lot more in your forecast coming up.
All right, Julie, thanks. Reminder, you can get up-to-date information on Rafael on the rest of the tropics with our free Max Tracker app. Scan the QR code there on your screen to get the very latest updates from the National Hurricane Center, live local radar, the latest from our team, and so much more.